Welcome to Vadodara Institute of Engineering. In the video series of machine learning, today we are going to perform implementation of simple linear regression. Now we are going to perform this practical in Jupyter Notebook software. So first we have to use Pandas library for dataset, NumPy library and Matplot library for creating the plot. Now import the three library. Import pandas as a PD, import NumPy as a NP and import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. After importing the library, we have to import the dataset in software. So for importing dataset in the software, use the command df, that is data frame is equal to pd.read_csv. So for importing dataset, the command is pd.read_csv. Here we are going to use CSV file for a dataset. Next is out of the dataset. Suppose I have to display only the 6th row. So for that, write df.head 6. So in the dataset, from the dataset, it will display only the 6th row. After uploading the dataset in Jupyter Notebook, now we are going to call the model. The name of the model is linear regression. So from sklearn.linear_model, import linear regression model. Now you can see in our dataset there are only two attributes. First is distance and second one is price. So on the x-axis I have assigned distance and on the y-axis I have assigned the price. So x-axis is the independent variable and y-axis is the dependent variable. The price that is depend on the distance travel. After that, store the linear regression model into the variable reg. So every time we will not going to write linear regression. Instead of that, just put this variable, put this linear regression into the variable reg, and after that use reg.fit x and y. When we run this, you can see this one. The model is successfully uploaded in this. After importing model, we are going to predict the value that is not given into the data set. So here I am going to predict the value of the 32. So for that, write reg.predict. So this command that is used to predict the value. So when we are predicting the value for 32, the price for 32 kilometer distance, it gives 220. So you can predict any value that is not given into the data set. Now everyone knows that the graph of the linear regression, the slope that is y is equal to mx plus c. So in the equation of the linear regression, y is equal to mx plus c, where m is equal to coefficient and c is equal to intercept. So y is equal to mx plus c. If you have to calculate value of m, then write reg dot coef, that is for the coefficient. So when we write this command, it will directly give the value of m. For intercept, write reg dot intercept. So when we are finding the value of intercept, it will give minus 100. So according to the equation y is equal to mx plus c, we will get the value of y is equal to 32. So in the theory, we are finding the value of m and c, but in the practical, when we directly write reg.predict, it will directly give the value for the particular distance. After that, we are going to create the graph. So on the x-axis, we are going to give distance, and y-axis, that is for the price. Here we are going to create the scatter graph. So for the scatter graph, write plt dot scatter x comma y, and for display the graph, write plt dot show. So when we run this, then it will show this graph. So this graph is for the linear regression, implementation of linear regression using Jupyter Notebook. In the B part, similarly, we are going to implement the linear regression, but here I am going to use the another data set. So as compared to the previous one, here I am going to take more value in the data set. So you can see this one. Here I am going to use mobile price data set. All the remaining steps are same. Now out in the data set, from the data set, I am only using the 10 rows. So for the 10 rows, write df dot head 10. So whenever we are writing 10, it will only display the first 10 row from the data set. So you can see it will display the data from 0th row to 9th row. Again, we are going to import the model from the sklearn library. Now here the name of the variable are different. So on the x-axis I am going to use the ratings, and on the y-axis I am going to use the price. So according to the rating of the mobile, we are going to predict the price of the phone. The next is we are going to predict. So in the predict, I have mentioned the 4.1. So for the 4.1 rating, we are going to predict the price of the mobile. So if the rating of the mobile phone is 4.1, then the price of the mobile phone is this one. Now the same value we can verify using the theoretical equation y is equal to mx plus c. In the practical, using the command reg.coef, we can find the value of coefficient, and using the command intercept, we can find the value of intercept. Now the next step is to plot this linear regression. So here again we are going to plot the scatter graph. So we are going to plot the scatter graph for x and y. So when we show this graph, you can see this one. The graph is looking like this one. Thank you all.